on today's show, you're going to meet mothers who actually allow their teenage kids to have sex at home. You're also going to meet a woman who remained a virgin until she got married. And we're also going to meet a young mother of 17 who wishes she was still a virgin. She's 17 years old and wishes she was still a virgin. Now, one of the most difficult responsibilities any parent must face, especially when they have teenagers, is helping those teenagers develop a healthy attitude towards sexual intimacy. Every family is unique. Every family handles teen sex differently, and you may be shocked and surprised by some of the things you hear on today's show. The question we're asking, though, is should parents allow their kids to have sex at home? Let me introduce you to some folks. I want you to meet Barbara from Upper Saddle River, New Jersey, and Karen from East Orange, New Jersey. Barbara says that she allows her 16-year-old son to have co-ed sleepovers at home, but she's real quick to point out she does not approve of teenage sex. Karen, on the other hand, says that her 17-year-old daughter, Kiana, has been having sex since she was 15. She does allow her daughter to have sex in their home. I'm going to ask you right out, why?
Because I've been there. I had Kiana when I was 13 years old, and I loved her father, in any place and anywhere that I could be with him, I would, because my grandmother would not allow it in her home.
So what you were saying is you were interested in having sex. You were doing a lot of sneaking around.
I was just curious and I wanted to be with him. I just didn't care. I wanted to be with him.
But do you think allowing to have sex in the house is going to perpetuate kids having sex?
What it does now is I can guide it. I can talk to her, I can show her, I can make her understand. She's been having sex since she was 15.
Wait a minute, what are you going to show her?
I want to find out what all this is about. Got that off.
You got to break it down here.
In other words, I can explain, you know what I'm saying? Because some young guys, they want, it's just like, well, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she has a judgment. She can judge, you know what I'm saying? If they come into my home, you know what I'm saying? I judge first.
Now, a lot of people listening to you right now are going to judge you. Now, let's be realistic. They're going to say, I don't believe that mother sitting up there saying she lets her 15-year-old daughter have sex at home. That child is going to get pregnant. That child is going to get diseases. I don't believe that mother is perpetuating that sin, they may say.
That's why I guide it, because I can guide the condoms. I can guide the female condom, because a lot of females don't even know that there's female condoms. I show her that. I buy them for her. I give her money to buy them for herself.
Does that make sense to you guys? Who disagrees with that? Let me see. You do? Stand up. Why?
You know why? And I'm going to the first one. I have a daughter. She's just 14. I got involved once, and she complained to me about that relationship that I have, which, and I don't know whether it was true or not, but I went crazy. Now, I have a 29-year-old son, and he still is with me, and he have that deep respect for me. He could never, because I cut his neck.
He wouldn't even have sex in your house at 29.
No, not when I'm there. No,
not when you're, no way.
Afuera,
no way.
No way.
No way. I mean, you entitled. You entitled to that.
Let me finish. Wait. Let me finish with you, sweetheart. If I have a relationship, and I have my daughter and my son there, I have to turn the radio and the TV high. Sometimes I think that, oh my God, what's going on? You understand? And I make my son take care of his sister too. Because when I can go with it, because I go berserk, he said, you know what I said? Mommy says no, and that's it.
So no, not in the house.
No is no.
Okay.
And she's on, and you see her, she's bigger. Mommy, I'm bigger than you, but I said this is not bigger, because I'll knock her out.
You see, that's the point of the issue. You see, I don't go through that. My daughter has the utmost respect for me. She has the utmost respect for me, okay? She does not disrespect me, and I does not disrespect her. I'm a single parent with 4 children. I have 4 daughters living in this home.
We're going to meet Kiana in just a second and see how she's dealing with that. Let's meet Barbara now. Barbara says that she doesn't approve of teen sex, but she does allow her teenage son to have co-ed sleepovers in the home.
Let's clarify this.
Let's clarify. Go right ahead, Barbara.
This. Right now, I find that teenagers don't necessarily pair off as boyfriend-girlfriend. My son has a large group of friends, as does my daughter. They're girls and boys. We have a house down the shore. I tell him to invite his friends down. We have 6 bedrooms there. The girls all have their own rooms. We're there. We tell the kids to bring sleeping bags,
now,
and they
Barbara,
use them.
somebody's going to say, watching this show, you know how people are. They're going to say, now, Barbara, you know those folks are sleeping out of those sleeping bags and going from one room to the other.
Oh, no, they're not. Not the way this house is divided. And even our house at home, this doesn't happen. My son will bring kids home from school, and he'll tell you himself later, And they'll all come, they bring the sleeping bags. I might have 15 kids at a time, and they'll be in front of the fireplace in the living room, or down the shore. They'll sleep on the beach.
Do you think that that cuts back the wanting of sex in the house?
I don't think a teenager has to be encouraged to have sex. They're going to have sex anywhere they want to have it. But they certainly are never going to have it in my house, and we're there. I feel it's a parent's responsibility to teach ethics and morals and respect. And I don't understand this at all.
You don't agree with her?
I don't agree at all. It's something I'm totally unfamiliar with, this attitude.
Well, I want you to meet Shannon now from Winthrop, Massachusetts. Shannon says she was a virgin until she was 24 years old, and that's when she met and married the man she loves, her husband, right?
Correct.
When you listen to these mothers talking about, one mother says sleepovers, no sex. The other says sex. Let her have the sex in the house. What do you say?
Well, I would probably make 2 comments and 3 suggestions. My first comment would be that as a parent, we are to provide as best we can emotional security for our teenagers, and by allowing them to have sex, I think that you're setting themselves up for emotional pain. Not only is it the physical ramifications that we've all seemed to be talking about, the sexually transmitted diseases, pregnancy, which, by the way, pregnancy is not a disease. It's simply a natural outcome of having sex. That's the way our Creator made us. That's what makes the world continue. And so I think that we're setting our children up for emotional pain, because we're not teaching them that there is no condom or any other type of device or drug to protect the human heart. And we're forgetting about that. We're setting themselves up for physical pain, because we know that condoms, pills, whatever the case may be, do not work 100% of the time.
I want to hear what some of our audience members think. I took a kind of informal poll a little earlier to see how many folks thought. Let me just ask how many people in here say that it's okay that teenagers have sex at home? How many people say it's crazy, don't do it? Well, we ought to get a good debate. I know there are people who have something to say. Later in the show, we're going to meet a 17-year-old teenage mother who reveals why she wished that she had waited to have sex and to have children. Up next, we're going to meet Barbara's son, Roy. We're going to meet Karen's daughter, Kiana. And we're going to find out what they have to say about teen sex at home. Stay with us. You could learn something for your family right after this.
I love this girl. I refuse to let her be manipulated, lied to, cheated on, and messed up on. I stand strongly on this, and I will protect her any way I can.